Hey there, it's Lori here. I am stopping in today with my very first video for Altenew. I'm really excited to be here today and I hope you enjoy my card. My favorite kind of cards are clean and simple cards. I love white space with pops of color. I love white sentiments. I love scoring on cards. If you follow my blog, you know these are my favorite things. So I thought, what better way to start out than to share just a quick and simple card. Today I'm going to be using the Frilled Petals stamp set along with the Hang in There die from Altenew. All you need for your card is a white card base, some ink of your choice. I'm going to use pinks today. I'm going to use Pinkalicious and probably Pink Diamond, just a couple of light pinks. I'll also be using the Green Fields set with Frayed Leaf and Forest Glades. The first thing you want to do is score your card base. I like to use my Score Buddy. I'm going to score this card at 5.5. To start out, I'm going to stamp my outline images on a piece of white 110-pound Neenah cardstock. So I'm just going to place those there, pick them both up, and then ink them up using VersaFine Black Onyx ink. Next, I'm going to use the solid images that fit right into these outlines. The Altenew florals are really easy to line up, but if you need help, there's always the layering guide on the back of the stamp set. It shows step by step how to get the perfect image. Once I have those lined up, I'm going to pick the solid images up, and now I'll add ink. I'm going to use the lightest pink, Pink Diamond for the flower, and I have Frayed Leaf for the stem. Make sure that your paper is tucked down tight into the corner of your MISTI and go ahead and close the door. Now I'm ready for the next step. I'm going to go ahead and pick that image up just so it's out of the way, and now I'll add in the stem. For the next layer of pink, I'm going to use Pinkalicious for this bloom. And I'm going to be using Forest Glades for the green. I'm going to go ahead and close that. Take care of both images at once. Now that I have the stem complete with just the two images, one last layer on this flower. And now I have the next darker color of pink for this last layer. Just because that is kind of the shaded area, I'm going to go ahead and add in one more layer of ink so we get some nice dark pink. The Frilled Petal dies are so easy. They come open and they're not attached to anything, which is my favorite. I'm going to use some painter's tape to tape these down, and they're just so easy to line up. All right, now I'm going to run these through my machine. Now it's time to assemble. So the first thing I want to do is add some score lines to the front of this card. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. So we're looking at the inside of the card. This is my Teflon bone folder. I use this for my scoring. I'm going to go about 1.5, and I'm going to score another line about 2.25, and then another just a little bit above that. Doing this and adding these lines, it's just a way of adding a little bit of subtle detail to your card. Now I'm going to go up here about 4, 4.25, and let's go 3.75. So just a few random lines on the front of that card just for a little extra detail. I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of the bloom and to the back of the stem. I'm going to set that right to the side and tuck this right underneath the top of that stem. I've chosen to use white with the Hang in There die, and I'm going to sit that right here. Another way to pop this up is you can die cut this thing 4 or 5 times, which I do a lot of the times, but this time I've just chosen to use some little foam squares. I'm just using regular foam tape, and I'm just cutting tiny little pieces to go on the back. Once you have all of your foam tape attached to the back, just going to peel these off. And then now I'm just adding it to the front of the card. So now you can see how easy it is to stamp these blooms and add lots of white space to your card. It really makes that bloom pop. I hope you've enjoyed my card today. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.